Gabriel Bortoleto and Felipe Drugovich fight for a place in the Audi F1 team. Drugovich's former rival to be confirmed at Alpine soon. French team admits setback and free fall with Renault engines in F1. This and much more, now on F1 News. Gabriel Bortoleto and Felipe Drugovich, Brazilians vying for a deal with the future Audi F1 team in 2025. The Formula 1 category could be about to welcome a new Brazilian talent to its grid. Gabriel Bortoleto, the young prodigy who has impressed the motorsport world with super impressive results in recent years in his Formula 3 victory and great achievements in Formula 2, is reportedly in advanced negotiations with the Sauber team, which will soon become Audi's official F1 team. Bortoleto, who is one of the rookies in Formula 1's biggest grassroots category and currently occupies second place in the F2 championship, has shown exceptional ability on the track, which has caught the eye of Mattia Binotto, Audi's recently appointed CTO. Binotto sees enormous potential in Bortoleto and an opportunity to bring new dynamism to the team. With Carlos Sainz leaving for Williams and Esteban Ocon signing for Haas, Sauber Audi are looking for a teammate for Nico Hülkenberg, and Bortoleto could be the perfect choice. Apparently, Binotto wants new blood in the team, since a team like Audi, which wants to make a big history in F1, needs young talents to support it in its early years and reduce the pressure on the team to achieve great results, since this isn't expected of young talents in F1 either. In addition, Hülkenberg would already serve as the team's experienced side, guiding the team in the best directions for great achievements in the medium and long term. Bortoleto's track record is remarkable, having won the F3 championship with a consistent and dominant performance. Under the tutelage of Fernando Alonso, Bortoleto has shown a maturity and racing wisdom that stands out despite his age, a trait that can be extremely valuable in F1. In addition, his ability to learn and adapt was evidenced by his observations of Lando Norris' work in team meetings at Mclaren. The information about this signing is reinforced by images and reports from reliable sources who claim to have seen Fernando Alonso, the current Aston Martin driver, talking to directors at McLaren, the team in which Bortoleto participates in the Young Driver program. After these talks, Alonso was also seen entering the motorhome of the current Sauber Formula 1 team, a situation that has led to speculation about the Spanish driver's possible contract with Audi for next year, despite having a multi-year commitment at Aston Martin. Despite the speculation about the Spanish driver, the information about Bortoleto ended up being reinforced by the sightings of Alonso, since he is considered Gabriel's advisor and tutor on the road to Formula 1 and was probably having talks about the possibility of his protected driver joining the biggest category in world motorsport, defending Audi, as early as 2025. But it doesn't stop there, as according to the channel's insiders, Felipe Drugovich has also been negotiating to join the Sauber team in 2025 for some time, as stated in another video released earlier this week. According to the insiders, he had his negotiations hindered by the possibility of signing Carlos Sainz, but after the driver's confirmation at Williams, these negotiations became more open, with the possibility of the Brazilian joining Audi next year. Despite this, the same insiders admit that this team should be the Brazilian's only opportunity for 2025 and probably the last attempt of his career for a possible entry into Formula 1. Drugovich's situation is worrying, and the delay in winning a seat is further dampening the hopes of Brazilians, leading commentators such as Gabriel Curti to say that the time has passed for the driver and that the biggest opportunities of his career have already passed. The light at the end of the tunnel still exists for Drugovich, but it could end up depending on whether Bortoleto doesn't sign a deal with Sauber for 2025, which leaves Brazil in a dead end and an internal war, rooting for two Brazilians who certainly won't be able to share just one seat in the biggest category in world motorsport. In this channel's opinion, the ideal situation for Brazil would be to see Drugovich sign with Sauber for 2025 and Bortoleto, the protege of Alonso and even Zak Brown, CEO of McLaren, wait until 2026 to enter Formula 1, as this would give us the chance to have two Brazilians in the category right away. However, this possibility could jeopardize Gabriel's chance of entering the sport in the future and would also not guarantee Drugovich's permanence in later years. The truth is that the possibility of Bortoleto and Drugovich joining Sauber Audi represents not only a significant step in their careers, but also a moment of great expectation, especially for those who follow the rise of Brazilian talent in the sport. On the other hand, it is also considered to be one of the most turbulent and vulnerable moments in Brazil's Formula 1 history. We still have a lot to talk about with the latest F1 news, but first I'd like to remind you to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more quality content like this. Jack Doohan, Alpine's new promise in the face of Renault's challenges. Continuing to talk about signings for 2025, the Alpine Formula One team is about to make an announcement that could shake up the 2025 grid. Jack Doohan, son of motorcycle world champion Mick Doohan and a protege of the Alpine Academy, is on the verge of being confirmed as the team's newest driver, alongside Pierre Gasly. This news comes at a critical time for Alpine, which is facing significant challenges with the power deficit of its Renault engines. Doohan's rise is a reflection of his track record and Alpine's commitment to young, promising talent. After a remarkable stint with the Red Bull Junior team and impressive results in Formula 2, Doohan made a name for himself as Alpine's reserve driver in 2024, paving his way to a racing seat the following year. Alpine's decision to promote Doohan, despite the technical difficulties faced, is testimony to the team's confidence in his ability to overcome obstacles and optimize performance within current limitations. The Renault engine, which currently lags behind its competitors by around 15 to 30 horsepower, has been a point of concern for the team. Alpine, however, is focused on maximizing what can be achieved with the existing engine, while directing its efforts towards developing a new power unit for the 2026 regulations, either with Mercedes or another supplier. Alpine's potential signing of Doohan is not only a strategic move to strengthen its driver lineup, it is also a clear message that the team is looking to the future, betting on emerging talent and innovation to overcome current challenges. Mclaren confirms Andrea Stella to remain as team principal until 2026. And still talking about contracts in Formula One, McLaren Racing has announced the extension of Andrea Stella's contract as McLaren Formula One team principal, guaranteeing the continuity of the Italian's leadership until the end of the 2026 season. Stella, who joined the team in 2015 and took over the role of team principal in 2022, has been a key factor in McLaren's resurgence as a competitive force in F1. Under Stella's guidance, McLaren has achieved significant victories and a series of podiums, challenging the dominant teams and solidifying its position as a serious championship contender. The contract extension comes as a vote of confidence in the vision and leadership of Stella, who has worked tirelessly to align the team with McLaren's values and long-term objectives. The decision to keep Stella at the helm is a clear indication of McLaren's ambition to build a winning and sustainable future in F1. With a talented team and strong leadership, McLaren is positioned to continue its upward trajectory and fight for the world title in the coming years. Leave your comments on the video, and once again, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the latest Formula One news, and thanks for listening.